Hey, it's Mark here, and welcome to the next edition of the Employee Survival Guide, where I tell you, as always, what your employer does definitely not want you to know about, and a lot more.
Hey, it's Mark, and as you know, this is the only podcast strictly for employees, where we give you the information your employer and HR definitely do not want you to have. For nearly 30 years, I've been in the trenches of employment law. I've seen the same patterns of corporate bullying, the same PIP traps, and the same illegal retaliation play out across almost every industry. Usually, I spend my time on this show breaking down court decisions to show you how the law works. But there is a limit to what a court document can tell you. Today, I'm announcing a pivot for the show. I want to move beyond the courtroom and into the real world. I'm officially inviting you, the listeners, to be interviewed on this show. I'm looking for the stories that haven't hit the headlines yet. I'm looking for the truth about what's happening in your offices and on your Zoom calls right now. My goal is to build a massive online resource of employee experiences so that when a fellow worker faces a toxic situation, they can listen to your story and realize, hey, I'm not crazy. I'm not alone, and here's how I can handle this. Now, I know what you're thinking. Mark, if I speak up, they'll fire me, or I signed a confidentiality agreement or NDA. Let me be clear. Your identity will be completely shielded. We will use voice masking technology, and your employer will not be able to identify you. We will change your name, your company's name, and any specific identifiers in your story. This is a safe space designed to protect you from breaches of confidentiality while allowing the lessons of your story to help others. The collective resource of your stories is what will help all of us overcome bad employers and discrimination. You do not need to have filed a lawsuit to be on this show. In fact, many of the most important stories are the ones where a lawsuit never happened because the employee didn't know the rights. Also, nearly 80% of employment cases settle before they ever reach the courthouse door. Why? Employers are smart and they realize your story is bad PR and can cost the company millions of dollars. I'm looking for stories backed by factual information. I want to talk to you if you fall into one of the four buckets or all of them. Discrimination. You were targeted based on age, race, gender, disability, or any protected class. You experienced retaliation. You spoke up about a problem and suddenly you were demoted, isolated, placed on a PIP, and or fired. You blew the whistle on corporate fraud, safety violations, or malfeasance. Noncompetes. You were being held hostage by an unenforceable or predatory non-compete, and it is preventing you from earning a livelihood. Let me talk about the interview process. Each interview will be focused, lasting 30 minutes. We won't waste your time. We'll get straight to the facts. What happened? How did they do it? What did we learn collectively that could save someone else's career or prevent further discrimination from happening? By sharing your story, you aren't just venting. You are helping us build a new, connected community. You are providing the playbook for the next person who gets called into a surprise meeting with HR or is being actively discriminated against in the workplace. How you can apply. If you have a story and the facts to back it, I want to hear from you. Go to our website at employeesurvival.com and click the Contact Us link. Everything you send to us will be confidential, and we'll vet every story before we even think about hitting the record button. Don't let your employer's tactics stay in the dark. Let's turn your experience into someone else's empowerment. Thank you for listening and letting me be of service to you. Hey, it's Mark, and thank you for listening to this episode of the Employee Survival Guide. If you'd like to be interviewed for our podcast and share your story about what you're going through at work and do so anonymously, please send me an email at mcarey@capclaw.com. And also, if you like this podcast episode and others like it, please leave us a review. It really does help others find this podcast. So leave a review on Apple or Spotify or wherever you listen to this podcast. Thank you very much, and glad to be of service to you.